This is a story of two worlds, a journey into the heart of Tanzania, where time slows down and the old way still lives. But let's start from the beginning. In the dust, in the market, with the Maasai.
So, we're in Maasai market. Here they are selling goat, sheep, cow, everything you need, you'll find it here. And we are here to buy a goat, like I told you before. So, this is how it will look like.
The Maasai animal market isn't just a place to buy and sell. It is a heartbeat. It's loud. It's alive. It's raw. Cattle changing hands, gold traded for cash, men in bright red shukers negotiating fiercely under the scorching sun, and me try to keep up.
So finally we have a goat.
Today, I wasn't just an observer. I was part of the story. We bought a goat, and the goat would feed us in the most traditional Maasai way. We left the market behind and followed the warriors into the wilderness. The air grew still. The city noises faded.
So we are going there. See, there are streams flowing.
Soon, we reached a hidden cave, sacred, smoky, echoing with the ancient rituals. Here, the Maasai do things the old way.
I have to make this end very sharp. Sharp like this one. See, mine is still sharp. But I'm trying.
The goat was slaughtered with respect and precision. Inside the cave, the goat roasted over open flames. The smell of smoke, the sizzle of fat, the crackle of fire.
So we are fetching water to make the soup from this tree.
And on the side, we breed a bitter earthy herbal soup, said to give you strength, stamina, and courage.
So we are making the Maasai soup.
Welcome to Tanzania.
Thank you.
I took a sip. Let's just say courage wasn't optional.
Welcome to Tanzania.
Anatamani kujua.
Anasema aje? Come. Hapo my friend, hapo umenishinda kidogo.
In true Maasai tradition, the roasted goat was shared in the simplest yet most communal way. One person took charge of slicing the meat, carefully cutting into pieces and handing each member a portion, ensuring everyone got their share. This process continued until every piece was gone. The meat is enjoyed just as it is roasted over the open fire, without any salt or seasoning, allowing the natural flavors to shine as they have done for generations.
Kirusha inafika hapo. Na hiyo unatakiwa upoe kidogo at least hata 1 month. Ili ushushe hiyo pressure. Maana ina pressure. Pressure hiki. Au ndo dibete. Nzuri sana.
By evening, we climbed out of the cave on a rocky plateau. The sun painted the sky in gold and crimson. And there, the Maasai warriors gathered to dance. They jumped high into the air, their chant echoing across the plains. Energy, rhythm, spirit. I couldn't resist. I jumped too. I didn't get very high, but I realized it wasn't about how high you jump. It's about how free you feel when you do. That evening, under the African sky, I felt alive in a way the city never teaches you. But the journey wasn't over. The next morning, it was time to chase a different story, a much older one. We left behind the Maasai land and headed north toward northern Tanzania, near Lake Eyasi.
Karibu sana Tanzania Kim, hii ndo Tanzania na hapa ndo Arusha na hapa ndo mwanzo wa safari ya kutoka hapo tunaelekea Karatu, tukishuka Karatu tunaelekea Mangola. Kule Mangola tunaenda kuwakuta wale wa Hadzabe ambaye ni nyumbani kwetu, mimi ni Mhadzabe.
very excited about this trip. I don't know. It's a trip that I've been planning to do for quite some time. I'm very, very, very excited, and I can't wait to experience how these people live. Spending a day with the hunters and gatherers, the only community that I think is remaining in Eastern Central Africa, the Hadzabe community.
The views were something else. Rolling hills, vast plains, and many beautiful small towns along the way.
Welcome to Karatu. Karatu. Now here we look for somewhere where we can take breakfast. That'd be lunch as well. Breakfast, yes. And then we shall board another daradara to another town. And then from there, Mangora. This is Karatu, northern Tanzania. So this is our breakfast. We have tea here and chapati. Nicholas is having black tea and also chapati.
In Karatu, we grabbed a quick breakfast, then hopped onto an old battered 4x4 defender. No seatbelt, no rules, overloaded beyond imagination, but that's how it is done out here.
And off we go.
The road was bumpy, dusty, and unforgiving. The ride, an adventure on its own.
The place is very dusty.
We finally reached a small dusty trading center, our first stop for the night. We booked a tiny lodge, left our bags, and found a motorbike.
Oh, baby. So in the next 30 minutes, you get where they have that community art. Now to the Hadzabe community. Let's go.
The last stretch was about 20 minutes, up into the mountains. Wind in my face, red dust in the air, and then silence. In front of me, the Hadzabe, one of the last true hunter-gatherers tribes left in all of Eastern Africa. No cities, no clocks, no technology, just bow, arrows, stories, and the art of survival. I was welcomed by two smiling men. They spoke no Swahili, no English, but they had smiles that needed no translation. They laughed as they taught me how to introduce myself in their language. Simple, raw, beautiful. The Hadzabe don't live in houses the way we know them. Their shelters are simple, made from branches, leaves, and grass. No doors, no locks. But for them, possessions are few and freedom is plenty. I watched as a woman prepared what I assumed was lunch. No fancy kitchen, just fire, hand and nature's ingredient. I moved closer to greet the elders sitting under the shade of an old tree, escaping the harsh afternoon sun. Once again, I found myself in a class. Here, they taught me the Hadzabe way of greeting. It turns out, the way you greet a man is different from how you greet a woman. It was fascinating and humbling.
Tanah ayah, tanah bawah, tanah ayah,
Tanah ayah.
tanah bawah.
Tanah bawah. So when greeting a man, tanah bawah.
Bawah.
Tanah. When greeting a woman, tanah ayah. Nice.
And by this time, I felt at home, away from the pressure of urban life. No deadline, no social media, just the rhythm of the wind, the songs of the birds, and kindness of these remarkable people. But the adventure wasn't over. One of the highlights of my stay was hunting with the Hadzabe. But before I could join them, I needed training. We set up a target under the acacia trees. They handed me a bow and arrow for the first time in my life. It looked simple in their hands, but trust me, it wasn't. My first shot missed. Second shot missed. Third still missed, but I kept trying. Fourth, fifth, sixth shot. Finally, bullseye. The cheers from the Hadzabe made me feel like a warrior. It was a small victory, but it means everything to me. We returned to the homestead where I witnessed a young couple preparing their meal. They cooked with what little they had, and when the food was ready, they gathered around the pot, sharing straight from it. No plate, no hierarchy, just a community sharing what life gives them. Later that afternoon, we ventured deep into the bush. The mission? Forage for roots. Their backup when there is no meat. They pulled the root from the dry earth and handed me a piece. It was raw, tough, earthy, and honestly, I couldn't describe the taste, but I ate it because out here, food is survival. That evening, back at the camp, the mood shifted. The Hadzabe loved to dance and sing, and oh, They are truly talented. And I couldn't help but join them. For a moment, I forgot who I was. I was no longer an outsider. I was part of the rhythm, part of their world. And then came the morning I had been waiting for, the hunt. Before heading out, the Hadzabe gather around the fire, warm up, an old tradition that brought them before the chase. Bows, arrows, and their loyal hunting dogs. We moved quietly through the forest, eyes sharp, ears tuned. It was the dry season, and prey was scarce. We tracked, we waited, but luck wasn't on our side that day. But you know what? It didn't matter. The experience of walking in their footsteps, seeing the world through their eyes, that was the real gift. Spending 2 days with Hadzabe changed me. They showed me that life doesn't have to be complicated. That joy doesn't come from things, but from connection with people, with nature, with the present moment. I left with no souvenirs, but I carried home something much more valuable. A new perspective, a respect for simplicity, and a heart filled with stories that no city life could ever teach me. Sometimes we chase the world, but maybe, just maybe, the real adventure is in slowing down, listening to ancient wisdom, and remembering what it means to be human. This was more than a journey. It was a reminder to live life, not as the world expects you to, but as your heart dares you to.